guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do ombre hair. Now I'm a little sick, so excuse my voice, so that's why I wasn't going to do this video today, and I've also been a little insecure about this huge zit that I picked, and now it's this big cut on my face, and I had other ones all over. But hey, I got over my insecurity, and you know, I have a zit on my face, so what? Everyone gets them, it's not really a big deal. So basically, I haven't washed my hair within 3 days, so it's a little bit wild, but I am going to be bleaching it, so I really want those natural oils there, just to protect my hair a little bit more. So you don't have to do that, but I really want my hair to be nice and protected. So for my colors, I didn't get like drugstore colors because I am in training to be a cosmetologist, so I know why I should and should not use box color. So I did get some color from Sally's, my local beauty supply store, which you don't have to get this exact color. I mean, just some brown color will do, but I got this color. It's called Color Brilliance, and it's a cream color. So most of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's 4G. So I wanted still to have like a little bit of gold in my hair, because I really do like the gold color, and I've had a lot of people tell me they like the gold color, so I really wanted to keep that, and I also wanted it to be a light brown and not too dark, so that's why I went with the 4G. You can go with darker, you can go with lighter, you know, basically it's just going to be a light brown. So I did get 2 boxes of that because I have a lot of hair and my hair is thick and it's really, really long. So 2 boxes of that. Let me just show you a close-up of that box. So it's called Color Brilliance. That's the, oh wait, no, it's Ion. Ion is the brand. And I really like this brand. I've been using it for a while, so just got that. And then you also need the developer that goes with that. You want to go with the Ion developer, and I just use a 20 volume developer. So that is what it looks like. You don't have to get such a big bottle, but I dye my hair a lot, so I already had this. And then I have the color mixing bowl and 2 different size brushes. One is the bigger applicator and one is the smaller. So I'll probably be using this most of the time. I already had the smaller one, so I went out and bought a bigger one because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of hair on this application that I'm going to be showing you. So you will also need some aluminum foil. Doesn't matter what kind. It's not like you need some fancy, you know, hair dyeing foil. It can just be regular foil. And then you're going to need some clips, doesn't really matter if they're mismatched, and a tail comb. Oh, you're also going to need some conditioner, and my conditioner is Bedhead Conditioner, self-absorbed, Mega Nutrient Conditioner. So that is what I use. It's orange, it kind of smells orangey. I don't really like the smell, but I do like what it does to my hair. It really is a great conditioner. So I'm just going to be using the conditioner to kind of protect the hair that I'm not dyeing. So first I'm obviously going to be dyeing with the brown. So I'm just going to go ahead and open one of these up. And you can look over the directions if you don't know what you're doing. I've been doing this for a while, so I'm just going to skip that. And there are 2.05 ounces in here, so it really doesn't matter if you use the whole bottle. I mean, you can try and not use the 0.05, but it's not really a big deal. It's 2 ounces to 2 ounces, so 2 ounces of color to 2 ounces of developer. So I'm just going to unscrew that, and then you handy dandy little punchers on the back, and you just punch a hole in that. And sorry about all the noise. That is my dog playing with her bone on the floor. So sorry about that. So I'm just going to squirt this in here. And I'm going to do the whole thing real quick. So basically how I squirt, if you want to know, is I just roll it down so that I make sure I get all the color out of the tube as I can. So I'm just going to use one of the tubes for now, so in case I need the other one, that's why I got it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to need it just because I'm only doing half of my head because we're doing the ombre hair effect. I have that in my bowl here. I'm going to be doing highlights. Basically, I want to keep some blonde highlights in here. And I also have a feather extension in here. So I'm going to be covering this feather with foil, and then I also have this pink hair extension thing for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm going to be also covering that in foil as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Fold it in half a few times. And rip it in half. And I'm just going to take this hair above my feather and you don't want to cover the actual hair, you just want to cover the feather so it doesn't get dyed. This is only if you have feather, obviously. If you don't, you can just skip this part. So I'm just doing that, and then I'm wrapping this foil around. Okay. You want to make sure you don't get any other hair inside that foil. That won't be good. You do want all your hair dyed. You don't want a random blonde highlight in there. So now I look like a total space alien. Now I'm going to just part my hair how I usually have it, and I'm going to pick out the spots that I want blonde highlights in. You don't have to do this, but you can. I mean, this is just for me personally. I want these highlights, so I'm going to do them in my bangs, specifically. So I've got the few pieces here that I want for my highlights, and I'm just going to clip those quick while I get another piece of foil. So now that I have my pieces, I'm just taking my foil here and putting that on my foil, and then I'm going to be taking my conditioner and putting that over top. And you can just rub that all on there. Okay. And this will protect your hair in case any of the brown gets on it. It should protect it a little bit more from the dye, but it won't really take, I think. So you especially want to put that up here at the top. And then you can just fold, Okay, so now that I have my foils in, I'm actually going to start dyeing. So I've got my color that I squeezed out, and now I'm going to add my developer to it. And then I'm going to mix, and you can just mix right with your brush. It's better with a whisk, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to improvise with my brush. And if you do have gloves of any kind, you might want to put these on at this point. I don't have gloves at the moment, forgot to buy them, so I'm just going to be using my hands free without any gloves on, which is not the smartest idea and I don't recommend it, but I don't have any gloves, so that's just what's going to happen. Also, I'm sorry about the lack of makeup today, but I don't have it on. So You just have to get over it. I figured I'm taking a shower anyway, right after this, to get this out of my hair. So why waste all the makeup and put it on just to look nice while I'm dyeing my hair, when I'm going to have crazy foil in it anyway. So now you want to start your coloring. Now I'm not going to be doing it any professional way just because I have to do it in quick and I just want to get it done and I'm doing it on myself. So I'm basically just going to take a chunk, put some color on, you know, the whole deal of it. And make sure you are wearing an old shirt. So try not to get any color on the stuff that is in the foil again. Okay. I'm putting this all over my hair. So basically I'm just putting it over the top chunk here first. All the color. Make sure you get your back hair here. And then you can use the end of your brush. Pull your hair up. And just get the color in there as well. And you really want this messy. See how I'm going down a little bit and going up further. Wherever you end, you want it to be a messy line. You don't want it to be like a specific, like, okay, I'm ending right here. You don't want that. So now I have the color all over my head. And still got my foils, you know, protecting the pieces that I'm going to highlight and protecting my feathers. And basically, I left up to this point because these are what I'm going to be dyeing blonde. So you want to just make sure they're even on both sides, otherwise it's kind of going to look strange. Make sure you get your back of your head, the front of your head, everywhere. If you have extra spots, you know, go through and get them. So now all I have to do is wait for it to process, which could take around 30 minutes. You just want to check it. You can actually run your hand across it. Look, if it's not done, just reapply the color. So yeah. So now my hair is getting pretty dark, and I'm just going to wash it off quick and then start on the bleach. So now I washed it all out and I got my color, which you can't really see. It kind of looks green now because the blonde in my hair now looks green against the brown, but it is the nice brown color. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix up my bleach. I gently blow dried it, so it's still a little bit damp. Just a little bit though. You really don't want it to be too damp. So I got this bleach, which is the same brand Ion powder lightener. So you open it up, get a nice little scoop. Instructions, I want to read those. We'll just dye. And a bag of bleach. So I'm just going to cut that open. I'm going to shape it first, obviously, get the bleach out of the top. And, okay, so now that's open. I'm going to put it back in its little container. Okay. And I saved this just in case, but now I'm going to wash it out. First I'm going to dump it in the trash can. So you want the majority of it out before you wash it out, and wash it out really good, and wash it all washed out. And I'm going to measure out 2 ounces on my bowl. See, it has little lines in it that tells me what I need. So, with my scoop here, I'm going to just measure that out. Developer to that. So now I'm going to go through the top here at those sections I took out before that I wanted blonde, and I'm just going to do those. And I'm going to do my other one next. Now I'm going to start putting it on my actual hair. So we're going to just take it in random spots, really. But, you know, you want to be making a line kind of at the same time. So make your line first. And then go ahead and do the whole thing. So now I've got the bleach completely on, and sorry about the loud noise, that's my fan. Instead of that in here. Just going to wrap it in foil to make it process faster. So there are my oils and boils, and you can check these, make sure they're not turning to blonde. Using the same technique, you just take a little bit off, look at it. If you don't like it yet, then just reapply. So you can also do that with these. So definitely be careful. Check every 10 minutes because they are wrapped in foil. They will process faster, and I'll be back. So I've decided that these are quite light enough for me, and I'm just going to wash them out. But I am going to keep these in because they're not really light enough. But these at the very top of my head are definitely going to be light enough for me, so I'm going to go wash those out. But I'm not going to wash these at all. Just going to leave them how they are, and then I'll get back to you. So I've gone ahead and just pulled these down, just so this isn't in the foil anymore, and it's not processing as fast and as much as the ends, because you want the ends to kind of be lighter than the top here. And then I have my highlights in here, which are not dry yet, but I do quite like them, and they will definitely look better once my lid is dry and these foils at the bottom are all out. So I will get back to you when I'm ready to take them out. I've just been kind of unrolling here and checking. You just don't want your hair to be white, basically. And however light you want it, it's all up to you. So every 10 minutes, make sure you check. So I have my whole completed look here. My ombre. And it's all styled and curled, how ombre looks best. I really like how it turned out. I might tone it a little bit at the ends of the brown to where it meets so that it blends a little better, but otherwise I really like the whole thing. Got my highlights up here, and then I've got all my ombre. So yeah, this is my final and completed look, and I hope yours comes out good, and I hope you like it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment bar below, and I'm sure if I do tone it, you'll be seeing some videos of it toned too. So enjoy and good luck. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Oh, go ahead and mix that.